Let's investigate who the fuck is Drawabox and why are so many young artists so salty about it. Drawabox. Draw a box 2 years ago, and I have things to say about it. Well, it's basically a course which teaches you the basics of construction and other stuff. And, well, construction is really important for drawing. It's basically like running an instance of Blender inside of your head. I'll start with the basic reality lowdown, and lesson 0 is all about mindset. I made a great mistake here and started spreading misinformation. One of the most important things in lesson 0 is the 50% rule, which I have not followed. And a lot of other people didn't follow it. They like speedrun Drawabox, and I would say having unmedicated ADHD makes you hyper-focus on some stuff and under-focus on others. Was a thing that kinda made me burn out for a month or so. But let's get to the positives. Drawabox really improved my line quality and understanding of construction. Like, I'm running an instance of Blender, and I'm running 3 instances of Blender actually in my head right now. So I can project a grid onto this room. I can project my increasingly unhealthy and ego and other stuff. So yeah, construction is pretty important. I read the rule, but I just forgot to follow it. And 50% rule means, well, 50% of your time is spent on making art for yourself, and the other 50% of your time is spent on making art for work or exercises. And I ignored this rule. I thought that I followed it, but actually I was too fucking obsessed with improvement. The box is basically a 3D version of a square. And here we go. And there comes the lesson 1, which is all about mark making and basic 3D forms, which is actually a prerequisite to a torturous 250 bucks challenge, which I would call similar to a war crime. But it really helped me force the concept of 3D space into my head. And for that reason, I will say it was kind of a trade-off between my mental health and skill level, because I'm a speed freak who's addicted to leveling up my skills. I always worry about being good enough and stuff. And I believe that 250 bucks challenge was actually created to be completed in something along the lines of a month or more. And I just speedran it and did it in 1 fucking week. The next month, I don't think I drew a lot. And my thought process basically was like, if there is a 50% rule, then I will do 250 bucks challenge in a week, and the next week I will do some freehand or like just making art for fun. And oh boy, I was wrong. I found the challenge to be relaxing at first, mind-numbing after, and soul-sucking by the end. This led me to a month of burnout in which I didn't really draw anything. And after that, I can finish the lesson 2 and 3. Did Drawabox help me in terms of drawing skills? Yes, it helped immensely. But I have learned a lesson arguably more valuable than construction. If I go slowly, I will actually level up my skill faster. because I don't think that I'm built for the Sigma grindset. And after all, Drawabox isn't really even... Well, actually, I know I'm built for the Sigma grindset, albeit on stimulants, but that's as much as I could say as a person who was failed by the Ukrainian psychiatric institutions and by their parents, just by the virtue of not being diagnosed in childhood. Because my mom grew up normal, so how could her child not grow up normal? And I would say I'm dead set on improving my situation, and I probably will make a video about it, but right now you have to listen to what I have in my arsenal of thought, so to speak. And by the way, Ukraine is kind of a backwards country because it doesn't recognize adults having ADHD unless they were diagnosed in their childhood, so I'm pretty sure I have a problem and my life will probably be fucking hard, and I accept it. I'm just curious what happens next. Curiosity is the only motivation I have in life for now, because, you know, it's hard to keep up with hopes when your country is going to hell and all your life you've seen a lot of revolutions. So I would say I found healthy motivation, and it doesn't matter what happens next. I'm fucking curious. Have you seen that anarcho-capitalist president of Argentina? That's fucking insane.
Are you fucking insane?
And I love it. I love seeing insane shit in this world, just because the world has a lot of surprising stuff to offer, and I wanna see it all. And I know I won't be able to know everything and see everything in this world for my natural lifespan, and I'm okay with it. I've accepted. I will die knowing how it feels to try to become a professional artist from a disadvantaged position. And let's get to the fun part, to the whole investigation thing. I know I will be a lot less serious, but I think going from the funny back to the serious and back to the funny is kind of a thing for me. If you know that great sense of humor comes from great trauma. So let's finally start our investigation if Drawabox have committed any war crimes. First we will need to have a definition of a war crime. So a war crime, serious violation of the rules of customary and treaty law concerning international humanitarian law and criminal offenses for which there is individual responsibility. The local definition of war crime includes violation of established protections of the laws of war, but also includes failures to adhere to norms of procedure and rules of battle, such as the making of displaying ceasefire flag troops, or using the same flag as the use to mount checks on enemy nations. The use of chemical and biological weapons in warfare are also prohibited by numerous chemical weapons arms control and prevention. A biological weapons convention, varying enemy forces able to infiltrate the lines of organizations of nations, is legitimate use of war through fighting public or assassinating individuals during enemy lines, while so disguised as not such, as is constitutes on war. The definition of activity and activity is basically the source of serious violation of knowledge and medical institutions related expansions of consciousness, agency, person with philosophy of mind, philosophy of language, reality, and communication. I literally can't do this anymore. Oh look, I found them censoring free speech. Wow. That's sick. And according to those rules, I cannot advance my evil trans agenda. So no non-binary ethno state for today.